Hey, what's up, guys? Firstly, I just want to thank everyone that is just, passing through to the channel, coming to the lives. Your support, it's just overwhelming, guys, and I've got nothing but love for all of you. And I hope that I'm helping as many people as I can through the lives and through the videos, okay? But firstly, I do want to touch down on the fact that I have been talking a lot about cryptocurrency, but you guys don't forget, it's my forte is Forex. Everything that I'm showing people, is taken from understanding how the Forex pairs behave, because that's where the market makers are at. And that's where everybody is tried. They are tested psychologically in the Forex market. Now, crypto market is a new space. So there's going to be a new influx of traders coming in, trying to understand it, thinking that, Forex is just one thing and crypto is going to be a completely different thing. Guys, it's far from the truth. The market is still the market. Human behavior does not change. All right, whether it's in the commodities market, bonds, stocks, shares, you name it, the principle still remains. People will always be fearful and people will always be greedy. All right, which leads us on to this next video. Stop trying to be right all the time. I've said it in a couple of other videos. What's your motive for trading? All right, you hear me bang on about social media does a great job of making trading look like it's easy, and it does. Look at me, I've deposited £500 and I've turned it into £50,000. Follow me, or buy this course, £200, change your life. And in the background you see the guy with the Ferraris, the big house, the Rolex, the money to the ear. Trading is being sold so badly, and it's not being sold for what it is. It's not being sold on the grounds of it being an art. It's a science. You're operating, okay, in the realms of uncertainty. I'll say it again. And I will keep saying these things to you guys so it registers in your mind. So then you're not making the mistake of always wanting to be right, or thinking that you can overcome the psychological barriers that everybody experiences in trading by simply being stubborn at being right. The amount of times I would enter into a trade and I'd say to myself, okay, I'm going to try and take some money out of the market today. My name's Tino, and who's the market? The market ain't got nothing on me. And I'd obviously place that trade. Trade will do a little bit well, make a little bit of profit. I'd see some good profit and I'd be like, yeah, that's me. I'm a trader, wicked. And then all of a sudden it goes wrong. It goes against me. And when it goes against me, I am trying to recreate that excitement that I had from the moment the trade was profitable. I'm trying to go back to that. I'm trying to be right. I'm forcing it. I'm not closing the trade because I'm fighting against the market when really I'm fighting against myself. I'm trying to overcome the fear of being wrong. Okay? I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to put it to the side and be like, look, I can't stand being wrong. I'm not going to allow it to happen. All I can do naturally is focus on the positive outcome. And whilst you're thinking of being right and hoping that your trade turns out to be profitable, you're bleeding money from your account. And this is something that every trader will experience, and one that they will continue to experience if they simply don't change their mindset into accepting that you can't be right all the time. During the lives, a lot of people ask the question, should I buy or should I sell? Do you think now's a good time to get into Ethereum? Or do you think it's good if I've got a trade on and, I've got profit in it and, I don't know whether I should close it, or, I'm looking to enter, but I'm a little bit reluctant. We are always seeking the safest option. You can't tell me you've come into this game thinking that there's going to be a guarantee that when you personally place a trade, it's going to see a profit. Why do people try and create this reality of when they make a decision in the markets, it has to go in their favor? All right. When new people come into the game of trading, they will stall the moment that they decide to take a trade. Why? Because they're trying to collate all this information. All right. what are what are the pros saying about, dollar yen or Ethereum or Bitcoin? What are the analysts talking about? Which YouTuber is talking about Ethereum going to go to the moon? Or who's talking positively about this pair, this stock, this currency, cryptocurrency? You're always on the hunt to try and solidify your reason to open a trade being your first trade. You think that by placing your first trade, you want to win because it's going to set you up for the next time you take a trade. All right? No, you're wrong. Straight up, guys. And I think a lot of people are taking trading for granted. Now, you could call this a bit of a rant at you guys. But what you have to understand is this, all right? If you can accept that the moment you decide to place a trade that you have no control of its outcome, you might just stand a chance in this game, psychologically. All right? Trading is about your ability to express your adjustment in belief in times of uncertainty. We're always seeking guarantees. We wake up in the morning, okay? We guarantee that our next breath will be well. That's what we want. We want the guarantee of it. Why? Because our body works in a way for us to keep us alive. You go into your car, you're driving. You guarantee yourself, or you expect that your car's going to work because you paid for this car. Do you understand where I'm going? We're always seeking the safest option, or we're always seeking a guarantee that whatever we provide, we get in return. I mean, really, the analogy I should have used was when you buy something, you expect to receive the product on the other end, And you can't have that mentality in trading. You can't expect that if you buy, you're going to see a profit. If you sell, you're going to see a profit. All right? The market doesn't care who you are. You don't exist to the market. I said to you, you're only good to the market when your money's on the line. And even then they don't care because the amount of money that you have, all right, is irrelevant. The market makers need to focus on their money. And the way they get profit on their money is by making you be indecisive or become irrational or make you take the wrong trade by creating an environment of excitement. Okay, by making price rise, you don't want to miss out, so you put your money on the line, and then all of a sudden the trend changes, and then you're sitting there thinking, why am I losing so much? I've done my analysis. Why can't I see a return? And then you start stepping back from trading, and then you need to seek more confirmation. You're then seeking advice from other people. And then the other people that simply say to you, just place the trade, bro. Or, I'm an investor. Or, I stick to a strategy. I do this. Everyone is giving you different ideas. They're giving you practical ideas. No one's giving you any psychological examples or ideas. No one's saying to you, bro, you have to accept that the market is uncertain. You don't know if the trade that you place now could make you £1,000 or you could lose £1,000. But that's the thing. The one thing that I can guarantee to you guys is you can know how much you're going to lose. Okay? And if there's one thing that you need to be right on, it's how much money you are prepared to lose. Because people that are trying to be right in the market all the time are trying to fulfill this desire of not being in a state of lack. Okay? Something's missing, which is why people are trying to be right all the time. If someone comes to the market and they're coming to make money, okay, it's because they may not have enough of it, or they may be living a certain lifestyle where they're not happy with, and they want to change that. So what they do is they try and force everything in their power to make sure that every trade that they take at least helps them become take a profit from. Now, the pressure that you put upon yourself in trying to be right all the time in trading, okay, is gonna hinder your progress. Because like me, I was always trying to be right. And I'd say for the best part of about 4 or 5 years of my life in trading, I was trying to overcome the desire to be right all the time. I was having this battle with myself continuously. Why didn't the trade go in my favor? What do I need to do next? And everything that I was doing to try and be right all the time, to try and fulfill that ego inside of me, to make me believe that I'm a trader and I need to maintain this status as a trader by being right, it was just making me burn money. I'm talking bleeding money all the time. Do you know what it is to open a trade and automatically think that this trade can't go wrong? I need this trade to win. Nah, guys, you can't come into the game like this. You know, there are no casualties. There are no prisoners in trading. No one exists in trading. Okay? You can survive a trade. Congratulate yourself. You've managed to take something from the market. Or should I say, you've accepted something from the market. Remember, the market pays you. All right? You don't come and take any money from the market. All right? The market gives you the money. And the sooner you accept that, the novelty of don't bite the hand that feeds, okay, the sooner you respect that the market is the feeder, all right, the more humble you be when you see a profit. It's crazy that people would ask questions in the live and they'd be saying, I'm currently in profit on my trade and I don't know what to do. Part of the game of trading is trying to obtain a profit. Why would anyone want to question what to do with it? If 95% of traders lose in this game and you're the person that says, I've just got a profit and I don't know what to do with it, what are you doing there? You're trying to install your mindset into believing that you were right the first time and you want to stay right by allowing your position to grow in value and make more money. Guys, whatever profit you've got in the market, if you're a trader, different for an investor, okay? An investor doesn't necessarily have to go through any psychological battles. He has one of two choices to make. When he buys, okay? And then the decision when it comes for him to sell. If he holds for a year, he says that at the end of the year, I'm going to sell. Now, if I don't sell, that's a decision that he makes then. He doesn't expose himself to many psychological battles. All right. Now, if an investor puts his money into a currency, cryptocurrency, bonds, or stock, and they're continuously monitoring it, then they are putting money on the line that they really can't afford to sit through fluctuations in value. They can't afford to do that. If you're always having to look at your investment or you're looking at your trade continuously, not because you want to monitor how price is, you're looking at it when you're seeing price go up in value or when it drops, goes against you. If you're looking at the monetary value of your position, you're not going to make the right decisions, guys. You're not going to last in this game. Because if you're focusing continuously on the value of your account as the trade is opened, you're missing the signals of price showing you that things might go the wrong way. Okay? Let's face it, how many of you open a trade, you see it in profit, and you don't care? You don't care about it going against you. All you know in your mind is you've seen a profit. You are a trader. Congratulations. Now, the moment you do open a trade, the first thing that needs to be coming into your head is, when do I get out? All right? That's the first thing you should be thinking. When I place a trade, I'm looking at getting ready to go into another trade, not adding to the position. No, I'm looking at preparing myself for another entry. And by doing that, I'm forgetting, or should I say, I am not married to the existing trade that I'm currently in. I'm not trying to, make it turn out to be something that it's not, because I'm operating in the realm of uncertainty. I don't know what it's going to be. I can only make the judgment on what it's doing now. And if at that moment that I know that the way it's behaving now, if I can see that it's changing and going in my favor every time I evaluate what it's doing now, I am reasserting to myself that the trade is going well. Now I need to understand, where do I get out in order to seal my conviction of being correct? All right? Which you might think, okay, isn't that, effectively trying to be right all the time? Yes and no. Because what you've got to remember, people try to be right all the time when they know full well they are wrong. If your trade is in the red, okay, and you've got a wide stop loss, And you know full well that if price is going to hit your stop loss, it's unlikely that price is going to go back to that area, or should I say go back to your entry from your stop loss, okay? Why should you allow your stop loss to be hit? If you can see that price is showing you, okay, a descent and your account is dropping in value, close the trade. If someone said to you, you're going to place a trade and you're going to lose £1,000 if it hits this point, but you do have the option to lose less, what are you going to take? You're going to take the option that allows you to lose less. Now, a trader has to know his risk. If he's happy to lose £1,000, then happy days. He is convicted that he's happy to lose £1,000. Okay? But a trader also has to add into his repertoire that it's all about capital preservation. Just because you're happy to lose £1,000 on this trade doesn't mean that you have to sit through it. If you notice that the trade's not going in your favor and you're down £250, close the trade and change direction. You know, there's a saying out there in the markets that, you know, a good trader sets his stops and cuts his losses. A great trader will change direction. All right? Now, that's not me saying to you guys, if you see in red and your position goes in the red and then, you know, you want to get out, but you don't want to miss out, so you change direction. What I'm saying is a great trader will be flexible. He will adapt. Okay, he won't be stuck with trying to be right on the existing trade. He can accept, look, I'm wrong. Let's go to the next one. And this is something that I struggled with. It's something that I had a problem with so much, where if a trade was against me, I was always reluctant to close it because I just wanted to make money on it. Is it wrong? I just wanted to see a profit. You know, why are you doing this to me, market? You know, if I don't exist to you, why are you making me feel like I'm the only person that is in this game and it's it's between me and you? Why are you making me feel like that? These are the emotions that the market will put you through, guys. Okay? By trying to be right all the time, you're taking away your understanding of what's going on with price in front of you, because you're having this emotional battle with yourself. You've got the good side of you and you've got the bad side of you. Okay? Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. You know the story. All right? And you're trying to battle this debate that's going on in your mind. You know, I need this trade to be right. Or, you know, I'm losing. What do I do? It has to go in my favor. I've done the analysis. All the guys said this. Or let me go into a forum. Let me ask a question. Where does anybody think dollar yen's going? Or where does everybody think Ethereum's going? Or, you know, Bitcoin. You know, I've got a profit. What do I do? You know, or I'm new to this and I don't want to make any mistakes. You know, I don't want my first trade to be a loser. I want to make everything right. It's impossible. All right? You can't judge your performance as a trader on one trade. Okay? When someone conducts a survey, do you think they ask people, like 5 people, and think that they've got sufficient evidence to warrant the argument or the point they're trying to express from the survey? No. It's based on thousands of submissions. Okay? Why is, you know, these companies that say, you know, get paid for online surveys, all right? They have got thousands of submissions coming through. And the more submissions that they have, the more credible that they are able to understand human behavior. They can make a judgment and they can make a decision on the basis of people's selection of the questions. Okay, they can work out trends. They can do so much because they've got a larger sample size. Why is trading any different? You can't judge your performance as a trader based off the first trade. Okay, you have to place enough trades so you can warrant yourself and say, look, I'm doing something wrong. If I'm a day trader, you want to be placing at least 100 trades, okay, and then sit back and work out where you may be going wrong. Because from that sample size of 100 trades, you could say to yourself, right, if I'm right 45% of the time and I've still seen a profit, okay, I'm going to work on my entry, because if I can be right and my losses are 60%, but they're not as much as my wins, I'm onto something, you know? So you can then go back to the drawing board and work out what can I do to increase my win rate, because it looks like I've got my loss rate down to a T because I'm not losing more than what I'm winning. Okay, so you can go back to the, you know, it's a positive feedback loop. You know, that's what you get. But please don't make the mistake of thinking that after your first trade that you lose, that trading isn't for you. You're not giving trading a chance. So to the topic at hand, by trying to be right all the time, Give yourself a chance in this game. Don't come into this game being fearful, because you will harvest that fear continuously on every trade. Isn't it ironic how every single trade that you decide or you want to take, you are always back at square one in terms of mindset? Will it go my way? Will it not? Well, the only way you can eliminate that thought process is to be accepting that you don't know what can happen next. If you don't know how something's going to play out, why are you in a position to judge on its outcome? How can you say, right, I'm feeling scared? Well, why are you scared? Well, because I don't know if there's going to be someone behind that door. Well, is there someone behind that door? I don't know. So what are you scared of? Well, open the door and find out. Well, I'm not sure if that happens, someone's going to jump out at me. Well, you will always be in this vortex of thought. If I open the door, will someone jump out? If I don't open the door, I won't know if someone will jump out. I'm coming with these wild analogies, but you get the ideas, guys. Stop thinking that you need to be right to justify a trade. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm okay with that. I'm happy to know that I'm not going to be right. Why? Because I'm operating in the realm of uncertainty. It's not the science behind trading, okay, is based on how you perform at that moment in time. It's down to how you translate what's going on around you, because you don't know what could be happening, And I'm not going to allow myself to fall back into those traps that I used to be in, okay, that were costing me so much money and so much effort as well. When you come to the screens, open your charts, look at what price is doing. Is price above the 50-day? Is price above the 200-day? What's it doing? Is there a key point in the near future? Are we at a key pivot point? What has dollar yen or what has Ethereum been doing the past few days or the past few hours? Okay? You can only go on information that has happened and what is happening. Don't make the decision on what you think will happen because of what you can see right now. You can only operate with what is happening now. What's dollar yen doing? What's Ethereum doing? Well, right now they're above the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. The candles are closing closer towards the upside. I believe I've got a bias of, the market makers are trying to push price higher. So that means that they want to get their shorts at higher prices. So we're in the seller's market. Okay? I can project purely on the basis of how market makers behave. Now, throughout that thought process, I'm not thinking about being right. I'm not thinking about if my trade's going to work out or not. I'm making my judgment on what the market is doing right now. Now, when I place my trade, okay, I have to give it a chance, or I have to allow the market to behave or continue the same behavior as it did as and when I opened the trade. And the only way that I can verify its behavior is how far am I from my loss point, And if I'm happy with what I'm going to lose on this trade, if it does lose, then I can just focus on what price is doing at this moment in time, which will then allow me to make a decision as to whether I close it in a profit or close it sooner and then re-enter, okay? So I can preserve my capital. So guys, the takeaway from this is this, okay? I know that Forex and the crypto markets, Forex has been around for a while, and the crypto markets now is going to bring in an influx of new traders, and they're all going to be doing the same mistakes as the Forex traders do. And cryptocurrency is now going to be labeled as the worst thing. It's going to have a worse comparison to Forex, because now that they've got leverage, a lot of people are going to see their accounts get liquidated. So many people are going to lose money if they're not careful and not understand how leverage works. Because leverage can work in your favor, but it also can work against you. All right? And you have to understand one thing, guys. All right? The final thing that I say to you guys is this. It's okay to be wrong. All right? It's okay. And the sooner you get that in your mind, all right, the more, how can I put it to you? The more fluent you're going to be in making a decision when it comes to trading. All right? Stop filling your head with noise. Someone else's opinion doesn't matter. Why? Because their relationship with risk, okay, may not be the same as yours. Me, I'm the guy that will look at a position and say, okay, then I've got an entry here, all right, and I'm going to put 10 lots down. Done. I'm in. The moment I decide and commit to how much money I want to put down, it's in. The trade is in. Okay? I don't hesitate. And then once the trade is in, I'm not looking at what, how much money I'm making or losing. I'm looking at what price is doing. Is it fulfilling my objective from the moment I entered? Is it going in the same direction? And as long as it keeps going in that same direction, I'm creating a feedback loop to reassert to myself that it can change at any moment. Remember, it can change at any moment. We are operating in uncertainty. Manage your risk, manage your position, look after your profit, okay? Because when they say focus on the losses and profits will look after themselves, guys, it's wrong. You have to look after your profit, because you can place a trade, you're in profit, and then before you know it, you're managing a loss. So moving forward, don't try and be right all the time. You'll never achieve it. Try and manage your expectations of yourself, not the market. Don't come into the game thinking that, just because you've entered into a position, it's going to go in your direction. No, okay? We are speculators, guys. We are operating in the realms of uncertainty. It can't always go our way, and we have to accept that. And when guys see, say for example, I say that dollar yen's going to go in one direction based on how I understand it, or how Ethereum's going to go in one direction based on how I understand it. If it doesn't go that direction, I don't care if it doesn't go in that direction. Why? Because I've accepted that it can go one of two ways. It can either go in my favor or not. And I'm okay with that. And that's what you guys need to do. If you're new traders and you're coming into the Forex markets or the crypto world, you have to accept that you have no control of an outcome. It's crucial you accept that. If it's the one takeaway you get, whether you're going into Forex, cryptos, stocks, you have to accept that you can't know for sure what's going to happen next. All you can go by is what it's doing now.